Hi guys, in this video we are going to see examples based on unitary method. First example, 15 meter of cloth cost rupees 195. How many meters of cloth we have for rupees 585. Here for 15 meter cost is rupees 195. So we have to find out for 1 meter what is the cost. So for that 195 divided by 15. So this is what unit quantity, right? So if we divide 1/15 are 15 and 1/15 is 15, remainder is 4, so it is 45. So 3/15s are 45, right? So now number of meters, so we have to find out how many meters of cloth we can have for 595. So number of meters for rupees 585 is 585, the total amount, divided by cost per meter, that is 13 rupees. So for 585 rupees, how many meters of cloth I can purchase? That means, so I have to divide 585 divided by cost per unit. So here I have to divide 585 by 13. So 4 13s are 52. The remainder will be 6. Then we will take the 5 here. So it is 65. So 5 13s will give you 65. So now the quotient value is 45. So 585 divided by 13 will be 45. So the answer is option C. This is the next question. The cost of 5 tables is same as the cost of 7 chairs. If the cost of 1 table is 210, find the cost of each chair. Here the relationship they given is the cost of 5 table is equal to the cost of 7 chair, right? This is the relationship they given in the first statement. Cost of 5 table, that is 5 into T, that is equal to 7 into C, 7 chairs. And they given cost of 1 table. 1 table cost is rupees 210. And they are asking what is the cost of 1 chair. So how you can find out? Here instead of T I can substitute 210. So it is 7C is equal to 5 into 210. So the cost of 1 chair is equal to 5 into 210 divided by 7. And we know that 1 7s are 7 and 3 7s are 21 and 0 will come here. So it is 5 into 30, that is 150. So the cost of each chair is rupees 150, option D. Here next question, cost of 3 chairs and 5 tables is 444. If each table cost 60, then find out the cost of each chair. So first you will write the given relationship. Cost of 3 chair and 5 tables is equal to 444. Cost of 3 chair and 5 tables, sum of these values will be equal to 444, and their given another data, cost of each table. So one table cost is 60. So it is 3 chair plus 5 into 60, because one table cost is 60. This will be equal to 444, and they are asking cost of each chair. So we will write 3C is equal to 444 minus 5 into 60. How much? This portion will come to the right hand side. This is plus, so it will become minus this side. So 5 into 30. 5 into 6 is 30, so it will be 300. So 3C will be equal to 144. Right? So here C, cost of one chair is equal to 144 divided by 3. So it is 1 3s are 3 and 4 3s are 12. So remainder will be 2. Then 8 3s are 24. So it is rupees 48. So the cost of one chair is rupees 48. So option D. Next you will see this question. A bus needs 27 liter of diesel. A bus needs 27 liters of diesel for running 324 kilometer distance. How many kilometers will it take to go in 20 liters? So here you have to write the relationship. This is direct relationship. So here one quantity is decreasing, so liters decreasing. Initially it was 27 liters. How many kilometers? For 27 liters of diesel, the bus will run 324 kilometer. For 27 liters it will run for 324 kilometer. Then for 20 liters, how many kilometers it will run? So this is what they are asking for 20 kilometers. So the number of liters are decreasing, means here also the number of kilometer also will decrease. So the x value will be definitely less than 324. So this is the direct proportion or proportion law method. Here I can write for 27 liters 324 kilometer, means for 1 liter how many kilometers it will run, right? So for 1 liter I can calculate 324 divided by 27. This is for 1 liter how many kilometers it will run. If I divide this 324 divided by 27, this will give you 12, right? So you can divide like this: 324 divided by 27, 127, 27. So it will be 2, and this will become 12. So 12 minus 7, that is 5. Then it is 54. So 2 27s are 54. So it is 54. Remainder is 0. So 324 divided by 27 is 12. So it is for 1 liter it will run for 12 kilometers. Then for 20 liters how many kilometers it will run? So the bus will run for 20 liters how many kilometers? So 20 into 12. So it will be 24. 2 into 12 is 24. Then 0 will be added here. So it is for 20 liters the bus will run for 240 kilometers. Again option D is correct. Here the next question: if 12 men could complete a work in 16 days, then how many days 3 men complete the same work? This is indirect proportion method or inverse proportion law. I already told you in the unitary method theory topic. If it is men and work topic means definitely it is inverse proportion. So 12 men complete the work in 16 days. The same work with the 3 men, in how many days it will be completed? Here the men decreasing, so definitely number of days will increase. If the number of men decreasing means time taken to complete the same work will increase. So it is inverse proportion, right? So how we can solve? Here x is equal to, always keep it in mind, already I told you the formula, men into number of hours, number of days will come in the direct multiplication. So here men 12, number of days they are working is 16, that will be equal to 3 men in how many days? Here x is equal to 12 into 16 divided by 3. So 3, 1 3s are 3, 4 3s are 12. So 4 into 16 means I can write 4 into 10 plus 6. So it is 40 plus 24. It is 64. So it is 64 days it will take to complete the same work if the number of men are 3. So option B. Next question. A tree is 12 meter tall and cast an 8 meter long shadow. You have a tree. So its shadow is, it's a 12 meter tall tree, right? Its shadow is 8 meter long. Its shadow is, if you see, the shadow of the tree will be like this. So it is, shadow is 8 meter long. At the same time a flagpole cast 100 meter long shadow. Then how long is the flagpole? Here the flagpole, this is flagpole, right? Its shadow value is given. The flagpole shadow is 100 meter long. Shadow is 100 meter long. How tall the flagpole, right? This is what they are asking. So this is direct proportion method. If the length of the object is long, then shadow also proportional to that length, right? So it is 12 meter means 8 meter shadow. Then 100 meter means what will be the height of the flagpole, right? This is what the question. So here also we have, this is a direct method, direct proportion method. So here I have to find out for 1 meter how much the shadow length. Here question they given, for 12 meter the shadow length is 8 meter means for 1 meter what is the shadow length? So 8 divided by 12. This is what unit quantity, right? For 1 meter the shadow length is 8 divided by 12 means for 100 meter shadow how much should be the flagpole? So for 100 meter shadow what should be the flagpole length? So it is 8 divided by 12. So it is in division, fraction in division I will convert into multiplication, that is 100 into reciprocal of the denominator, that is, right? So it is 1200 divided by 8. So if you divide this 1200 by 8, so it will be 1 8s are 8, remainder is 4. So you can take the 0 here. So 5 8s are 40. Then you can take the 0 here. So it will be 150 meter. The flagpole length will be, flagpole height will be, the x value will be 150 meter, right? Here, next question. This is the next question. Question number 8. Anaya poured 3 7/8 cups of rasna, each in 8 glasses, right? So you have 8 glasses. You have 8 glasses. These are the 8 glasses. This is a cup. Using this cup, she pours 3 7/8 cups. Each glass takes 3 7/8, 3 times full cups, and finally she pours 7/8 of the 4th cup, right? So each glass takes 3 7/8 cups of rasna. So in the question they are asking, what was the total amount of rasna Anaya poured in 8 glasses in terms of cups? How many cups of rasna she poured in 8 glasses? So it is a simple question. For one glass, she pours 3 7/8 cups of rasna. For 8 glasses, how much rasna she pours? So it is 8 into 3 7/8. This is a mixed fraction. I am going to convert this mixed fraction into fraction. So it is 3 plus 7/8. So this will become 3 into 8 plus 7 divided by 8. So it is 3 into 8, that is 24. 24 plus 7, that is 31 divided by 8. So it is 8 into 31 divided by 8. So 8 and 8 will be cancelled. So 31 cups. Anaya pours 31 cups of rasna in 8 glasses, right? Next question. Tanuja has 1/3 of a sack of wheat. Tanuja has 1/3 of a sack of wheat. So this is a sack, and if we divide into 3 parts, so she has 1/3 of wheat in the sack, right? She divides. This is the amount of wheat Tanuja has. In a sack, she has 1/3. Out of 3, she has only 1 portion of wheat. She divides the wheat equally into 11 bags. So she divides this 1/3 sack of wheat into 11 bags, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, like 11 bags she divides. Now what fraction of full sack of wheat in each bag? So in single bag, how much of wheat will be there compared to the full sack? What fraction of sack of wheat will be in each bag? So the required fraction is, the required fraction is, already she had 1/3 of wheat. Now she divides the wheat into 11 bags. So divided by 11. So this 1/3 sack of wheat is divided into 11 bags. So it has to be divided by 11. So it is 1 divided by 3 into 11. So it is 1 divided by 33. So this is what the required fraction. What fraction of full sack of wheat is in each bag? The answer is 1/33. Option A. This is the final question. The cost of pack of 20 pencils is 400 and pack of 17 erasers is 119. If Krishna bought one pencil and one eraser, how much would he pay to the shopkeeper? It is really a simple question. Cost of 20 pencil. Cost of 20 pencil is 400. Then what is the cost of one pencil? 400 divided by 20. That is 0 will cancel. So it will be 20. Cost of one pencil is 20. Similarly, 17 erasers cost is 119. Cost of one eraser is 119 divided by 17. This will give you 7. Cost of one eraser 119 divided by 17. This will give you 7. In the question they are asking, if Krishna bought one pencil and one eraser, how much he would pay to the shopkeeper? So the amount Krishna pay to the shopkeeper is cost of one pencil plus cost of one eraser, that is 20 plus 7. So it is 27 rupees. Option A. So I hope you understood whatever the things I discussed, what are the questions I discussed here. If you have any doubt or queries, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you very much.